Yeah, this is gonna be a first, and I don't know if I'll be any good at this, but okay, this is gonna be just I guess just a general overview of a Transformers toy. I see plenty of people online do this. There's several reviewers online that on YouTube that basically make their living through videos where they talk about Transformers. So, figured I might as well give it a go. And of course, I'm gonna have to start with something big. And keep in mind, I haven't really done much video making before. Like the most I've done is like this collection where people on Facebook, you know what it is, where I basically showed off my Camarada Gaim stuff. But that's not important. What is important is what I'm taking a look at today, and that will be Titan's Return Leader Class SixShot. Now, the thing with SixShot, I mean, he's obviously based on the original G1 toy from like back in 1986, 87 was it? And basically, the thing with SixShot is that instead of just going from standard robot to standard vehicle, he goes from one robot to like five other modes. So he's been fan coined a six changer because of his six modes, and he wasn't the only one. There was also one called Quick Switch. Was that his name? Yeah, that was his name. And basically, SixShot here is obviously the Decepticon. Well, Quick Switch was the Autobot. Yeah, there's not much to either character, although there was stuff with SixShot in the what is it, the Headmaster series, I think. But anyways, here we have SixShot in his first ground mode, the tank, and you can tell it's a tank because it has treads and cannons, and see, Transformers triple changes normally have a problem giving two convincing Earth modes, so they just decide, screw it, just give it like 5 alien-ish alt modes and 1 normal robot mode. But the tank itself, I like the tank. It's big, it's beefy, it definitely looks like it could cause a bit of chaos and destruction. And I like how there are some parts that you can kind of tell me on robot bits, like you can tell these are the legs, you can tell that those are going to be the feet, and you can quite clearly see the chesticle down here. But it's nice how it all like flows together to a fairly convincing alien tank. I mean, it can't really do much. I mean, it has wheels underneath, and these wheels are going to end up on his shoulders. And I kind of like how they're facing down, give it like a hovercraft look. And I like this. I like the shade of silver they're using. That's pretty cool. And you know, these are the normal robot mode guns that are just plugged onto the side. So, yeah, I think the tank mode fine. I think it looks kind of cool. And you may have noticed cockpit right there. That's where the whole Titan's Return gimmick comes into play. Because for some reason, every toy in the every toy in the line has to be basically a headmaster where the head pops off and turns into a little robot, and SixShot is no exception, even though he wasn't a headmaster before, but now he's a Titan Master. Here we have his little head robot guy, Revolver. At least, I think his name's Revolver. Yeah, it's Revolver. And he's basically the standard issue Titan Master in that... sorry if it doesn't focus very well there. That you can still see. It's not like you're missing anything. There's no paint on the robot mode whatsoever. At least on this side. On the back, it has SixShot's upside down head with a little ninja bandana right there, the red eyes and mouthpiece. And yeah, that looks cool. But otherwise, most Titan Masters just don't really have that much paint to them. And he can sit inside basically all the vehicle modes. Just open up the cockpit right there. Move his little arms, which are on ball joints, and straighten out his legs. And you can just, you can just sit him inside, and there, he can drive the tank mode. So, yeah, I like how when they incorporate little guys into the vehicle modes, and Titan's Return has been doing that with all of the Titan Masters, with how they incorporate into the vehicle mode in one way or another. Though my personal favorite ones are the ones where with the jet formers. Yeah, tank mode. I like the tank mode. It's big, it's silly, but it works. It is basically the original tank mode, just with a bit of an update. So let's get Revolver out of here. And let's get to his second ground mode. So just pull up the guns. Okay, start off with folding up these bits. They're gonna become the robot mode feet. I like to move these wings out of the way. Rotate these around. Yeah, move the arms out on these double hinges. Rotate these around. Fold up the treads. Nice solid click. Rotate around. Fold up treads. And then you just straighten out the legs like so. You fold them in. You want to turn them out first. Then you fold them in on a series of double hinges. Do the same on this side. With how that one is the only one that clicks, then plug the two together. Then fold down this arm. Got tab right there. They'll plug it to that. And hang on. There we go. Do the same on both sides. There we go. Fold these wings down. And then open up this bit to be a radar dish of sorts. Oh, and then you just plug the guns on top of that. And here we have the car mode. Oh, sorry, I forgot to fold. You fold this easy. Basically, the way you want to do it is right hand side first, left hand side second. That's how you fold them in. But yeah, here we have the car mode. Now, the original toy, this was basically called an armored carrier, but everyone said, yeah, it's basically just a car. I mean, come on. You got 4 wheels, windscreen, front bumper. It's a car, and it's a fine car. It's obviously very oddly proportioned, like with a huge chunk of front bumper up here and hardly any trunk. But excuse me, I had to swallow something. But yeah, this is a pretty decent car mode, even if obviously there's never going to be anyone beside it and there's no doors. But, you know, he's an alien robot. He doesn't have humans inside. He has little tiny robots driving inside. You just sit Revolver in 1 or 2 of these guys. Of course, this is the UK, so he's going to have to sit that side. I think. Yeah, he sits that side. But, yeah, he just sits right there. And, you know, there's not much to do in the car mode. It rolls. It rolls fine. But there's something off. These wheels are pretty low quality plastic, and they're easy to pull off. Oh, well, at least the front wheels. The back wheels, they stay over a pin, but yeah, they're still pretty flaky with the quality. But yeah, that's SixShot's car mode. So, moving on. Moving the guns again. Yeah, there's a lot of taking the guns off, putting it back on, stuff like that. Let's go with the oh, beast mode, because the beast mode is actually kind of cool. So fold the wings out a smidge. Then unplug them. Fold them up. Unplug. What am I saying? Then fold the arms out. Then fold them down, and then you fold out these little paws right there. Do the same on the other side. Sorry if you're not seeing this. I'm recording this on my iPhone, and I am terrible when it comes to video quality. And then, oh, right. Again, this time you want to do it the other way around. You want to go left-hand side, right-hand side. Or you could just split it, then open it all the way. Fold these out. Unplug that. Just straighten it out all the way, and then you fold these bits back, rotate, rotate forward, then just fold them down so he's on hands and feet, and then you fold out this huge piece, and then you got a wolf head. I just put that down real quick. Then you just take the guns, there are these interlocking tabs, you plug them together. Then you got these pegs on his butt, couple of holes, plug them in, and there is this huge gap right there. Couldn't think of the word gap for some reason. But that's to be filled out by Revolver here. Fold down the arms, split it in half, and then you just plug him in. There we go. So he fills in that gap. Although it does kind of give the impression that he's actually looking through the wolf eyes. And there we have, to quote internet reviewer Baru Tazaru, "It's a goddamn winged robot wolf." That is so metal. And yeah, it is pretty, it actually is pretty cool. I like this one. Because it is so basic animal robot transformer. Like arms become front legs, legs become back legs. You got the tail right there, but I dig this one. Like, I can totally see this just flying through the air, like, say, like blasting Metallica or Periphery to just any kind of awesome metal song, while shooting down some Autobots if the gun wasn't sticking out of his ass. But yeah, this is just I just dig this dog mode, and yeah, you do have the cockpit right there. Like I think on the original toy, like the cockpit was actually the mouth, so that if you fold it down, it kind of looked like he had a goatee. So hence the wolf. But well, I'm not exactly what to talk. I'm gonna be it myself. But yeah, I dig this. I really dig this. This is cool. Now, on to the submarine mode. I put that in quotations because of how it's handled. So, actually, never mind. I'm just gonna leave the head in there. Okay, so remove the guns, put them there. Then you just fold these up and straighten them out, and put the doggy head in between. And there are these tabs on the side of the wolf head that plug into the wings, like that. And then you fold these heels down, fold up the feet, straighten the legs out, and rotate them as if you go into the car. And then you just, here, if I can line it up right, plug them together. Yeah, that's right. Then just take the guns and plug them on the front there, act as additional weapons. Rotate the front wheels of the car around, fold these up, fold these in, fold up the paws and push that in. Do the same on both sides. Alright, and there, my friends, is the submarine mode. Yeah, let's just flip it around. There's what it's supposed to be, because SixShot, this was just SixShot's laser pistol mode with the G1 toy, but for some bizarre reason, Hasbro decided, oh, what could we do for another alt mode? Let's flip it upside down and call it a submarine! Even though the yellow submarine didn't look this fucking silly. But yeah, as a submarine, it's naff. It is really naff. It is literally just the car mode, like, stretched out with this bit sticking up. What submarine has this big thing? I don't care if it's alien, it's still dumb. Making it the gun mode, and, actually giving it a fairly solid handle makes more sense. I mean, it's not like this, it doesn't look like this gun hurts anything anyway, so why bother making it a submarine? Because either way, people are still gonna flip it upside down and say, look, it's a gun. There's no trigger, but works better than a fucking submarine. Now, let's get to the last alt mode. Hang on. We went tank, car, wolf, submarine. Alright, yeah, we're on to the last alt mode. Alright, so we wanna fold these down. I'm gonna take out revolver right now. Put him right there. Close that up. There we go. And then, we're pretty much mostly there already. You fold these around so that the red bits are pointing the same direction as what would be the robot chest. Then you just fold these legs up again. Sorry, I have something in my throat. Then plug them together, and again, right hand side, left hand side, just a reminder. And then you fold this out, rotate the front bit around, then fold that in, same thing on this side, fold it out, rotate, and then just plug the two together. Then you open this up, fold out these little wing bits. I'm gonna take apart the guns and put them on the edge of the wings. That's where they tab in. Oh, something I did forget to mention. See these bits right here? The common thing with the Time Master, Time Return leader class figures is that they all had these weird base modes. In this case, SixShot was the tank, and they all connected via these clips. I am not trying to connect it because, frankly, I think it would look fucking retarded. Oh, stupid. Sorry, using that word is kind of uncomfortable, but possibly offended audience aside, there we go. There is SixShot in his pretty wicked jet mode. I like this. This is really cool. Like, even though it's obviously very, 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 very front heavy, it's like, it works. It really does work. It looks very streamlined, I mean. And, you know, like the wings, the way they're swept back is a nice sensation of speed. I can actually, these can actually pass as boosters, even though they're obviously in the hands. Yeah, I dig it. This is really cool. Although, one problem, there's not really anywhere for a revolver to go. I mean, you could, like, pull out the head and plug him in the head. In fact, there's some people who just, like, fold out the head, push it around. Yeah, put it down real quick. You know, make sure it doesn't fall over. Keep in mind, I'm recording this on my bookshelf. And then you just fold him in half. And then you just sit him in there, if you can. No, it won't work. Pull him out. It won't work. Fold the head back. So yeah, there's not really anywhere for a revolver to go unless you keep him on the head. But otherwise, yeah, I dig this jet mode. It looks really cool. I mean, sure, we kind of got like the obvious wheels from the other mode, and you can obviously see the fists. But this is probably the most streamlined and well put together of all the modes. Till we get to the robot mode, which we're going to do now. So let's take off the guns. Then you unpeg the wings, fold them straight to the back, and fold them straight up. Then rotate this around, fold this up, rotate around, rotate around this way. Then you follow the hand, so it's all these claws are facing this way. Then do the same on both sides. Then you just fold the legs back, pull these bits back up. I have to rotate these around, of course. And then you open these back up just so you have the clearance to open the legs up. Fold down the legs. For some reason, this is the only one that snaps. The other one doesn't really snap that well. There we are. Then you just rotate around, so these big chunks facing forward. Fold down the feet, fold down the heel spurs, and then you fold out the portion that's going to hold the head. Open up the cranium. Plug the... Basically, the way Time Master gimmicks works, like, the robot head plugs into a hole right in there. You just plug it in and close that. I don't prefer to close up all the way because it then obscures his eyes. I prefer to have it most of the way down just so you can see his eyes. And boom, there we have SixShot in his robot mode, and this is cool. I like this robot mode. Because the thing with SixShot is that he's apparently supposed to be a ninja. Is that right? From the original cartoon? Well, Japanese cartoon, the sequel to the original cartoon. And this is nice. I dig this. This is really, really cool. Because he is kind of like generic blocky Japanese robot. But he pulls it off well. Getting a look at that head, that looks menacing, don't it? And if you hold up this bit, you can see the ninja bandana again. Naruto fans, leave your comments. If there are any Naruto fans left. Does anyone actually like Naruto? I never got Naruto. But yeah, you got these wings up here, which you can adjust to however you want. I prefer to kind of have it like this. Just give it a bit more of a wicked silhouette. They got the treads of the arms right here. These wheels up here. If you want, you can fold them to the back, but I mean, I know the third-party version of SixShot, Terminus Hexatron had it like this, but I prefer to have it like this. And then you got the silver, like these beautifully blocky legs and these little tiny toes right there. He is perfectly blocky, and it is basically just a G1 SixShot. He's just big, but not as big, because I think like the original G1, his head is a bit higher, but yeah, it's cool. Articulation, just articulation. You got all around. You spin me right round, baby, right round. I better not get a copyright strike for that. And you can just about wiggle his head up and down a bit, like that dance club or something. If you move these out of the way, he has full rotation, in and out, bicep swivel. You kind of have the hand. You got less than 90 degrees of elbow, I guess. No waist articulation due to how it's put together, but you get bi swivel. Wonderfully ratcheted legs that go forward and back like that, and these move out of the way to accommodate the frontward movement. Move the arm out of the way. They do that. All we did the bi swivel, and nice good bend of the knee, and little tiny toe movement. And of course, you can give him his guns. Just plug them in there, and you know, I don't hate these guns, but they look skinny. They look far too skinny for SixShot's huge mitts. Like, you expect something just boom, you expect something big, but it's to incorporate one of the Titan Master gimmicks, and I'll show you that. Just put them down there, because when plugged together, you can actually see there's tabs in there. That's specifically for a Titan Master, and there's okay, if I just fold these wings down real quick, just tap them in, you will notice that there's more of those pegs. Those are basically supposed to plug into the bottom of a Titan Master's foot, because you can basically swap and change Titan Masters across various times returns figures, no matter the size, except for like the little scout packs, because they're basically meant to be tiny figures where you swap and change with. Look online, you see what I mean. So I got Revolver in the same position. Like, he's got these little holes on the bottom of his feet, the tabs or pegs rather. You just plug them in there. Okay, here's my problem. Sometimes they plug it, sometimes they don't, even after all the force you put in. But we can basically sit in there, and that looks stupid as hell. It's like one of the gimmicks that I would admit is kind of a cool plus for like a base mode with, like, say, Soundwave or Optimus or Overlord, with how they do their base modes, because they're supposed to have base modes, I guess. But I never really cared. I never really cared for the base modes. But yeah, that's basically it. And if you want, if I just pull these apart, you can plug the guns on the back of the wings. Oh, Christ. Come on. There we go. That's one. And that's two. And that's how I like to display SixShot on the shelf, with the guns on the back of his wings, because they just don't look good in the hands, and the wings play back, because, you know, having those guns just stick there looks kind of dumb. But yeah, outside of that, that is it. That is all there is with Titan's Returns SixShot. He is a really cool figure. I'm glad I have him. I picked it up at Comic-Con. At least I think it was Comic-Con. And I just love this thing. He's so big and blocky and has all these cool modes. They don't do much, but at least you have them. And, you know, just being able to have a version of SixShot, because I'm not willing to pay the hundreds and hundreds of quid on G1 SixShot, especially with how rare he is these days. So this SixShot does me fine. And that's all I got. I'll maybe see you later. This video is almost 25 minutes long. I don't know if I can really keep it. I don't know if I can keep the video shorter with a smaller figure. But then again, he has 6 modes, so there you go. Alright, I'll see you later.